Good afternoon, everyone. Cynthia is off these days. Anger and outrage today from neighbors who live near that Occupy Des Moines camp.
Now, the reason for their anger caught on our cameras. News Channel 8's Marcus McIntosh joins us live from the Occupy camp at Stewart Square Park to show you what happened.
Stacy and Kevin, we came to Stewart Square Park today to find out how the occupiers were handling the cold weather. But we found heated park neighbors who say it's time for Occupy Des Moines to move on.
Y'all did it. Well, I'm sorry. They had to. They did it.
Late this morning, when we saw two Occupy campers moving a mattress across the street, we did not know it would set off a fiery exchange on a cold December day.
Them Occupy Iowa people, two of the gentlemen came over and took this TV and put it on a flatbed that they got over there and was wheeling it across the street. I told him, I said, how dare you come over there and take this 65-year-old man who's been put out of his home stuff over here.
Neighbors tell us along with the man in his mid-60s, a woman caring for two small children also evicted from her apartment. Their belongings put in the grass near the street. The neighbors tell us the occupiers then went through those belongings, taking what they wanted.
To steal people's furniture that have been set out of their home, to drag over there under the guise of we're Occupy Iowa is wrong.
The neighbors we spoke to say they are not against what Occupy Iowa stands for, but are against what they say are people at the camp who use the Occupy movement to suit their situation.
This is not no Occupy Iowa. This is let's be homeless, use the guise of Occupy Iowa, and do whatever the hell we want.
I mean, we don't stand that way. You know, we stood and tried to guard it, you know, watch their stuff. But at the same time, you know, we're not responsible for 24-hour guard to them.
You said that the political statement is you're fighting for the people who are homeless, people being evicted. So is it hypocritical to come over here and take stuff that belong to people who are evicted just because it's put out on the street? That's the question I'm trying to get answered.
You know, I just don't understand the connection you're trying to make.
You don't understand, or you don't want to understand?
No, I want to understand, but I understand completely. Okay, I understand that there's an issue trying to be made about us somehow stealing property that was put next to the street, when in fact, you know, this is common practice that happens everywhere.
Now, the two neighbors we interviewed for this story, one did not want her name used, the other did not want to be identified whatsoever. We were told by members of Occupy Iowa who approached us while we were doing this story that for the people who are evicted, and if they believe some of their belongings are at the Occupy encampment, they are more than welcome to come to the Occupy encampment behind me to look through things to see if their stuff is there. So it appears they're trying to make amends with the neighbors here, but we'll only see what happens in the days to come. I'm Marcus McIntosh live in Des Moines at Stewart Square Park. Stacy, back to you.
Well, Marcus, question for you before you go. Did anybody from Occupy Des Moines ever admit to taking any of those belongings?
The last person we interviewed in the story, Bob Allen, he went as far as to say that if someone dragged the mattress from across the street over to the Occupy encampment, that was definitely wrong. But everyone seemed to stick to their guns that, you know, the stuff was put on the street, put by the side of the street, so they believe it was fair game for anyone to take. And some of the neighbors say that's just what Occupy Iowa people did.
Okay, Marcus, thank you.